This is good. This is good. Hold up. Did I jump ahead? Did I get ahead of myself? Oh, my bad, guys. This was supposed to be at the end. I forgot. We should be doing the intro. My bad. What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything, and I am your cook, Spinelli, the self-proclaimed wing king and the ruler of all lemon pepper wings. You know I'm gonna tell you to click that link above me if you want to know how to make the best lemon pepper wings on the planet. Now, today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make maple mustard rosemary wings. Guys, listen. You know what? Forget it. I don't even want to brag on myself. Get in your kitchen. I'm in mine. Let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. We have our Publix green wise chicken, olive oil, black pepper, rosemary, kosher salt, balsamic vinegar, maple syrup, lemon, 1 onion, Dijon mustard, minced garlic, and soy sauce. So these are the ingredients we're going to use for this recipe. So let's get started. All right, so I've already measured out our ingredients and cut and cleaned our chicken for this recipe. So what we have here, we have a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. We have a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. We got 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh rosemary, 1 tablespoon of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 3 teaspoons of garlic cloves, a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and a 1/2 onion. So this is what we're going to use for this recipe. So let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare our marinade. So take your black pepper, add it to an empty dish. Next, take your salt, add it. Next, your balsamic vinegar, your fresh rosemary, your Dijon mustard, your olive oil, lemon juice, soy sauce, minced garlic, and lastly, your maple syrup. And you want to give this a good mix to incorporate the ingredients. Mix it well. Take a look at it, and we'll move on. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to reserve a 1/2 cup of this mixture for the end of this recipe. So take a 1/2 cup, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to season our chicken. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our onion. What I did was I took a 1/2 onion and cut it into wedges. So I'm going to peel those wedges apart and add them to the bowl with the chicken. Next, you want to take your marinade and you want to pour it over your chicken. Make sure you submerge the chicken into the marinade. You want to make sure all your chicken is covered in this marinade. Guys, take a look at this. This looks delicious. All right, so what you want to do now is you want to cover it, and we're going to let this marinate for a minimum of 6 hours up to overnight. I'll see you guys in the next step. All right, in this step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my baking sheet and spray our grates. So line your baking sheet with aluminum foil, spray your grates, easy cleanup, and for your chicken not to stick to your grates, that's why you use the cooking spray. All right, I'll see you guys in the next step. All right, guys, so I've already marinated our chicken. Now, I did transfer that chicken from that bowl into a Ziploc bag, and the reason is I wanted to make sure that my chicken pieces were covered at all times in the bag, so I did add it to the bag. You could leave it in a bowl or you can add it in the bag. It doesn't matter. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and add our chicken pieces to our grates. Remember, skin side down, 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart. Try not to overcrowd your pan. And guys, just to add some additional flavor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these wedges of the onion on top of the chicken. This is just going to give it some additional flavor. No, I didn't plan to do this, but hey, you know how I am. I take seasoning to the extreme. So you don't have to do this step. I'm just going to do it, see how it turns out, see if it gives it a little additional flavor. So go ahead and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so we're going to take these bad babies and place them in an oven that I've preheated to 400 degrees. We're going to allow them to cook for 60 minutes, turning them over midway through the cooking process. making sure that we cook our chicken evenly on both sides. So go ahead, set your timer, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so now we're halfway through the cooking process. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn those bad babies over and allow them to cook on the other side for the remaining 30 minutes. Guys, take a look at that. Look how that onion has cooked onto the chicken. Looks good. See if you could turn it over with the onion still on the chicken where it's face down, where the chicken is face down on the onion. See if you can do that. If not, don't worry about it. This is just some additional favor. You don't have to worry yourself with that. But look how these wings look, guys. All right, so go ahead, turn your chicken pieces over, and I'll see you guys in the next step. All right, guys, so now we are 50 minutes into the cooking process. So what we're going to do now is we're going to baste the chicken with that marinade that we reserved. So go ahead, take your basting brush, baste your chicken, and you're going to allow these to cook for 5 minutes. Remember, you have 10 minutes remaining, so you're going to allow them to cook for 5 minutes. Then you're going to flip them over, baste the other side, and then finish the 5 minutes. That'll complete your 60 minutes of cooking your chicken. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in the next step. All right, guys, I've already basted both sides of our chicken. We're through with the cooking process of 60 minutes. Let's pull these bad babies out, bring them over here on the counter. Let's look at them under the light. Let's take a look at them. What do you guys think about that? Yes, they are beautiful. They look juicy. Look at the flavor. Guys, these are going to be delicious. I can already tell. All right, so let's move on to the next step. All right, so take your clean plate, and what we're going to do is we're going to add our chicken pieces to a clean plate. Don't worry about those onions that are on there. Just go ahead and just, pull it all off, add them to the clean plate. And once you do that, we'll move on to the next step. And there you have it, guys. Maple Mustard Rosemary Wings. What a work of art. Take a look at this, guys. Amazing. Beautiful color. Cooked to perfection. Guys, it doesn't get any better than this. Take a look at this. Absolutely amazing. So guys, I do have the ingredients to this recipe in the video description below. Also the measurements and also the product links if you need to get any of these ingredients for this recipe. I recommend you guys try this recipe out. You're going to love it. I'm telling you, it is simply amazing. The wings are delicious. They look beautiful. All right, guys, so that is all I have for today. I appreciate you guys coming and sticking with me throughout this recipe and supporting the channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. All wings, everything. Your cook Spinelli, and I am out. Peace.